That's one of those moments. Where were you when the Pope did his first tweet? That's what I'm asking years to come. I was doing Media Watch with James Creedon. Here he is, James. Tell us about it.
We were here. We were in the building. Pontifex is in the house, as some have been saying this evening. He created his Twitter page, his Twitter account, about a week or two ago. And then there was this big kind of run-in to the big moment where the finger approached the iPad and up it went off into cyberspace, although I'm not sure it did because I think he needed some help. So there you go. That was the famous moment with about a 4-month run-in to the tweet. Never in the history of social media has one message got such a kind of a drum roll, so to speak. Let's take a look online, Mark, because the very first tweet was, a lot of people thought, will it be about Christmas? Will it be, some, seminal message? It was just a bit of a kind of, hi, how are you? I'm here.
Hi, I'm the Pope. Bless you.
Dear friends, I'm pleased to get in touch with you through Twitter. Thank you for your generous response. I bless all of you from my heart. Now, what's interesting is he tweets in several languages, so every tweet that goes out is it's kind of translated into 7 other languages. So you can see there that he's following himself, in fact, and no one else for now, in all of those other languages, which has led to some confusion, Mark, because actually, let me try to find it. He tweeted in French on his Italian account. So he's getting, it probably wasn't him, actually. It was somebody else doing it for him, except for that first famous tweet. So it does lead to some confusion. Now, the problem with Twitter is trolls. The thing is, this is an institution 2,000 years old. They control the message pretty well. They have done for 2,000 years. It's, they don't change much as an institution. And here you're trying to use a means of communication that is very open to manipulation, to the message can't be controlled as easily. And here's a very good example. Let's take a look at his second tweet. How can we celebrate the year of faith better in our daily lives? It's a question, so it invites a response. Now, what do you have? You have some people being a bit cheeky. The question I remind you is, how can we celebrate the year of faith better in our daily lives? With hookers and blow, says one person. So there you go. Now, that is on... It's a bit funny. It's very irreverent. Depending on your point of view, you might think it's kind of a bit funny, but and others, I'm sure, will be appalled by that on the Pope's Twitter page. So you see, that's the kind of thing you're letting yourself open to, and it certainly means that the message is more difficult to control. You also had his tweet. Here was a tweet in Spanish with people replying to it with the lyrics of the Macarena. So there you go. Now, worth pointing out that...
Haven't they got better things to do with their lives?
Then copy and paste the lyrics of the Macarena into a response to the Pope on Twitter. Now, do you know the Dalai Lama has been tweeting since 2010?
No.
February 2010.
I didn't know that.
And very discreetly. There wasn't the same pomp and ceremony. He's tweeted 864 times. Other religious leaders too, Mormon leaders. There's the Ayatollah
Nelson Mandela tweets, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's right. So, a lot of people advanced in age and, serious, all that sort of stuff. So there you go, Mark. Lots to be said about it today and lots of reactions.
Okay, so Pope was one of many world figures to join Twitter in 2012.
That's right.
Covered a lot of big names already.
That's right. And actually, that brings us to the Twitter trends of 2012. Now, Twitter and Facebook, it's December, and they're getting on this bandwagon of the end of the year, what happened during the year, trends, etc.
You haven't got a Twitter advent calendar, have you? Is that what you're telling me?
With a Pope popping out. And do you know who tweeted for the first time in 2012? If I can find it here.
Go on, tease me.
I think I might be on the wrong page. Well, the Pope did. Sarkozy did on his particular page. Pele set up an account. You can see it here.
I must follow.
Under New Voices. And you go down and you can see in TV, in Doing Good, in music, you can see who the various people are. And there he is, Benedict, tweeting for the first time.
And Pele as well. Fantastic.
You can check out all of the various trends on Twitter if you log on to 2012.twitter.com. For example, golden tweets, you've got the Pope, or not the Pope, Barack Obama, slightly different, 4 more years. That was the most shared.
It's the big hug, isn't it?
Of the year, exactly.
Big hug photo.
So there you go. And over on the other big social network, Facebook, guess what they've done, Mark? If you go on to your Facebook page, you will see today, it was done today, your year in review. Mark's year in review, James's year in review. And if you check out their little explainer line there, it's a look at your 20 biggest moments from the year, including life events, highlighted posts, and your popular stories. Now, maybe one of the biggest events in your year, Mark, was, I don't know, walking the dog in the park, or a wedding, or something big or
every
sad,
evening
or it could be anything.
with James Creedon for Media Watch,
for example. But you see, they are presuming that all of your big events are on their social media. So I think that's a little bit invasive. And what they've done is they themselves have curated and gone back over your year using their own particular tools or specifications and decided what the big moments are. And what you do then is you scroll down through it and look at your year.
I'd be interested
The
to
20
see what
biggest moments.
Facebook thinks have been the 20 biggest moments of my year on my France 24 Facebook page. James, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks,
Great
Mark.
to see you. James Creedon with Media Watch.